What's up, guys? It's Captain Brando, and today I have something special for you all. Kris McCauley. He is another YouTuber, and we combined forces and had a little talk about NFTs and play to earn for all of his audience and you guys. So this video is our interview talking about play to earn NFTs. Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's interview. I am talking with Brandon Hesterman, or on his YouTube channel goes by Captain Brando. And he is in the crypto space, fully immersed, and really want to talk about what you're doing over here. You've helped me out a ton, and it's just been awesome getting to know you and talk with you about crypto gaming. So I want you to go ahead and, for everyone watching, introduce yourself and a little bit about what you do and what your YouTube channel is about.
Sweet, dude. I couldn't be more appreciative to have met you, Kris. This is an awesome time to be living. And there's so much opportunity in the crypto space. It's crazy. So let me introduce myself, guys. I am Captain Brando. And if you have not checked out my YouTube, it's Captain Brando, and I fill you in on all the information and what's going on in the crypto space. That's with NFT gaming and just crypto coins in general. So if you are trying to get into crypto, then hit me up. Say what's up to me, Captain Brando. That's what Kris did here. That's how we met. And it's been a skyrocket fun time since then. So I'm really excited to tell you guys and show you kind of what's going on in the crypto space, because it's moving very fast. This thing's taking off, guys. And right, Kris? We know every day is a new day.
I've never seen really anything like it with not just crypto in general, but especially the NFT space. It's happening so quick, and you have to, it's so important, I think, for people to have those sources you can tap into, because it's hard to catch everything that's going on. So if you can have a few reliable sources that kind of can dish you things as it comes quicker, it's going to make you so much money. straight up. And NFTs now are making a lot of people a lot of money. Every day you can flip NFTs, you can get in. And what I like about what's happening in the NFT space is the passive income NFTs. And just like a lot of you that are looking for Amazon stores and Kris's audience here, you guys, it's passive. You want to be able to have financial freedom, and these NFTs are now releasing that to so many people, and I like that. And it's not much research, if you're going to open an Amazon store, you got to find products, and you have to chase a few things down, which there is a lot of return on that. But for these NFTs, man, sometimes you pick one up and it could be a gold mine. Yeah. And the thing I really like about gaming NFTs in particular, and we can get into the passive income on that, but for anyone who's not familiar with an NFT, at some point it was just really just this JPEG, and it just was more so for art. And now what we're actually seeing is utility behind these images. And I'm so excited about gaming NFTs in particular, because if you look at the top YouTube channels, one of the biggest industries out there is video gaming. It's the biggest industry. Our Amazon store is built around video games. That's primarily what we sell. And so I think just seeing this kind of we're seeing it unfold every single day. I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. No, it's so early. It's so early.
We're so at the beginning of it, and it's mind-blowing how much money is already being tossed around in it. There was one NFT game called Axie Infinity. If you guys don't know Axie Infinity, it's just the #1 play to earn. So in the NFT space, to win money and earn money and create that passive income, it's called play to earn. And if you're not playing the game, then it's staking, and staking will get you coins consistently. And that's, I look for both. But the play to earn space has taken off to where Axie Infinity in 1 month, their stock went from $4 a coin to $100 a coin. And that to me is mind blowing. And that was the beginning of it. It took the ranks in coin market cap. So I'm going to try to share the screen with you guys and show you CoinMarketCap. And if you haven't been in CoinMarketCap, this is a quick overview of a place you can go to look at all of the top crypto coins and what's going on in the blockchain space. Okay, guys, so check this out. This is CoinMarketCap. coinmarketcap.com, and this is a list of all of the top cryptos. It is doing it ranked by volume and market cap. So right here, we can see that Bitcoin is sitting at $1.1 trillion, which has skyrocketed it to 60 grand a coin there. And then Ethereum is number 2, and that is half a trillion. And then keep going down here. And I want to show you guys, so Dogecoin, we all know that one, that was hot. Shiba Inu is chasing it right now, it's coming up. And in the gaming space is where I want to get right here. Number 24, that is Axie Infinity. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at the coin is worth $136. This is a play to earn game, guys. This was the one that laid down the roadmap for what it needs to look like for a real successful play to earn. And look at the chart here. If we click, you know, and this is what, June, July. In June, it was $3.61, and we're literally peaking 137, but it's been sitting up here above 100 for quite some time. And you know, this is good proof that I'm showing you guys that, you know, NFT gaming is just skyrocket. It's massive. And like what Kris said here, that gaming has always been really huge. You've got Twitch and just the space in general. And now that it's becoming a blockchain thing and you can play to earn, we have seen it just be unbelievable, right, Kris?
Yeah. And I want to ask you too. Okay. So let's walk some people through this in terms of what does it actually mean to like stake and earn? So we'll buy. So like, you know, let's start with, you go to one of these NFT marketplaces and there are a bunch, and you buy the NFT that you're looking for, right? And then how does that work? Like, how do you play? What does that look like? How do you earn?
Okay, so there, yes, good question, because it gets complicated sometimes, and I try to make it as easy as I can for a lot of people. Just like any other investment, and for some of you Amazon people, it'd be just like you buying inventory. Imagine that your NFT is that. NFTs can be considered memberships as well, so it's an access pass. So that's part of the utility behind it. So if there's a lot of different things that NFTs can hold like utility wise, but usually it's an access pass, or it's a token pass, or it's a play to earn pass. You know, think of it like that. It's your way of being able to get something back for holding that NFT. And staking is in any coin, in tokenomics in general, for cryptocurrencies and blockchain, staking is when you put your coins away, you put it away for a certain period of time. And because you did that, and what I mean by putting it away is usually in their system, in their pocket. So like Axie Infinity, since we were talking about it, you could take, I'm not sure if you can actually stake on their platform, but we're going to use them as an example. You would take your coins of AXS, these coins we're looking at, and put them in there in Axie Infinity's system. So what that does is it levels up the market cap. Like whatever money is in the market, it's going to hold it. So it's holding. So what it's doing is making sure that the fluctuation isn't so fluctual. It's flatlining it. You know, we're putting money away. We're putting it in the bank in a sense, and for a long period of time. And that time, that's staking. That time can be anywhere from a week to a year, whatever you want. But the longer you hold it and the longer you stake, the more money you make. And I mean that as in return. So let's say you stake in 5. I'm just using an easy number, 5, and in 1 year now you have 10. And that's kind of staking right there. Some staking on NFTs though will constantly give you back their coin, or give you some sort of benefit for it. And that's kind of what I like. But to me, if we think about it as passive income, it's just like any other investment. You know, you're gonna buy the NFT for 500, let's say. Buy the NFT for 500, you put it away, you stake it, and that NFT, and not every platform, by the way, not every platform has staking or this. Everyone's different. So always do your own research. Always try to chase down like what makes sense for you. And for me, it's passive income. It's like if I buy that NFT and it's for 500 and I stake it, and it takes 8 weeks to 12 weeks to give me back 500 worth of coin, that's fine for me. I'm looking at it on the long term, you know, because after that, it paid itself off. I've got my ROI back, and then it's just making me money now, passive income throughout the rest of the year. And if you get in early, and this is where it matters the most, if you get in early when you buy that 500 coin NFT and you stake it and you're in early, and that coin takes off, well, by the time that thing starts making you actual passive income, now you're really making some money, you know?
Yeah, and you bring it up too. It's so important to get in early on some of these projects, and you use the bank analogy too. it's the bank incentivizes people to store your money by giving you certain financial perks. That's the whole, and then they, there's always a means to an end in terms of they have a solution, what they do with that money. Right. So here the bank uses that money to make more money, but except this time when you're staking your NFT or any other crypto for that matter, the return is always going to be higher. And the simple answer is just it comes down to decentralized finance. We're able to see much higher returns. And I want to hear too, from your perspective, what's something you've invested in that you've seen, I don't know, like a good return on? What was something that you got in early on now?
Oh man. I mean, over this last month, I've gotten into a couple of the NFT games that have been extraordinary, and I'll show you guys my favorite. Kris knows about this one. This is by far the prettiest. You can see my screen, right, Kris?
Yeah.
Okay, this is by far the prettiest chart that I've ever experienced, guys. Look at this. So this was a win this month. I got in down here September 18th at 56.89, guys. It's worth $52 as of today. So that's an NFT game in 1 month. We were able to get from 69 cents to $50 a token, guys. That's a win. That was this month's win. So, and every month a new game is coming out, a new token's coming out, and like it's just being ahead of it, and understanding and doing the research. And it's like, go back to the point you were making, Kris. I'm like, man, it's challenging to find the research fast enough. It really is. Like, there's certain coins, like, I've got people already hitting me up on my YouTube about, is this game still worthy to get into? And because it is at that $50 charge, but the way that this tokenomics works out for this game and the way that it's built, you can see it's so beautiful. It's just peaking up. Like when have we had a drop? Yeah, you have a little bit of profits on a couple big spikes there, but man, guys, this coin is just rocketing this like exponentially. Like eventually this thing's gonna be so vertical that we're gonna see it drop, $100 in a day, just up and down, because this is a machine. This is a machine, and this is what tokenomics looks like when they build a perfect machine. And I love seeing this chart. It just makes me happy because it was such a good win.
And just for everyone to understand, this is the coin that you were talking about earlier, where you can like earn coins and stuff. This is the coin behind the game. So the coin is called Eternal right here, which is what we're looking at. But the NFT, you actually have to buy the NFT on, is it CryptoMines I forget the site.
App. Yeah.
And you can buy these NFTs, and you can get into that, how they will earn you coins every single day.
Yeah, I'll explain it a little for the audience too. This is CryptoMines. It's a game where you buy NFTs, and then every day I have a chance to mine a planet. And because of how many NFTs I own, they all add up to a certain mining power. So like each NFT has a different number, and when you add up all those numbers on these NFTs you buy, and it's variable, so it's kind of strategic as well. So you don't waste money. You want to be a little strategy in here, but so once a day I can mine and play the game, and every day, since I have X amount of power, mining power, they call it mining power. So all my little worker NFTs, I have 9 of them, they add up to 1500 MP, which is mining power. And because of that, I can mine a planet, and it's really a clicking button, guys. Like I'm clicking buttons, that's it. Like boop, on, let's mine the planet, click, oh, I just won $110, sweet. And that's where I'm at. Like I literally win $110 almost every day on this game, just clicking a button, and it's spectacular. But I put in $1,200 to do that. But when you look at the year span, it turned into, it looks like $1,200 investment by the end of the year is going to end up being around a $50,000 return. So and the way that this token took off, we saw returns much faster. So this game to me was very, very special, and it's still brand new. And just so you guys know, I'm going to make my own games because this is sick. This is really sick. And I want everybody to win. That's the thing. Like in the crypto space, in the NFT gaming space, there's so many scams and so many rug pulls and so many tokenomics that are built horrible and games that are built horrible, and they do these deploys and they get everybody to spend their money and get into the game, and then next thing you know, the tokens they're not getting rewards, the marketplace doesn't work, there's gas fees beyond your wildest dreams, and your audience gets burned, and the whole system drops. And 80% of what's out there over the last like 4 months has been that way, has been very terrifying and very like PTSD. Legit, guys, I've got PTSD from being bombed on these NFT games. Like, get in, start trying to make some money, and next thing you know, it skyrockets or it shoots down the floor, and I just lost $1,200 kind of thing. Like, that does happen. It does happen. So you always have to be cautious and always be leery. But what I've learned out of all of it is to really, really understand the tokenomics and the smart contracts that are built in, because that is the mechanisms, that is the money, that is the financials. The smart contracts are what matters the most for a successful NFT game. And so once I know that, I know what to look for. And so that's why my channel exists. That's what I do for everybody. And I review these games. I have their punch lists, and I really go through it. And I reach out to the devs even. I get a hold of devs and I ask them questions, because there's a few times that I've had the devs not really answer it right, because they're just scamming people. Like, they don't want to. And so I put scam out there. I've called out so many games and it's helped the audience out. And, I only want to give good content. I only want to give good information. And I sit there and do a lot of research to make sure that happens for the audience, because I don't want anybody to fail, because it sucks. It sucks that that NFT games is hurting the NFT gaming industry. It's like you just have these scammers that are like kicking you in the balls, and yeah, I'm over it. So hopefully I'll create something that we can all win from.
Yeah. And I like that too, that you mentioned that this is not all, there is a lot of rug pulling going on. There are a lot of scams. What are a few metrics? What are a few red flags you see? Yeah. We can look at one where it's some red flags you see where it's like, hey, okay, this is a little fishy.
Here you go. Here's one right here. You see this? This is what a rug pull looks like. You guys can see that, okay, coin launches, people getting in. This is people buying the NFTs and winning prizes. Like, this is the play to earn part. And then so as you're winning, there's usually a fee. So like every day when I play, I win X rewards, and then for the next 15 days, I can't claim those rewards, is kind of the way that goes. So it's a claiming tax. So you get taxed for claiming early, but that's good because it keeps money in the pot. And then this is what it looks like when everything gets released, and boom. Yep. That's what.
So is there any? But my question though is on the way up, right? Like, on the way up, was there anything that those guys could have been looking for to foresee what was about to happen? Is there Are there certain things you can look for?
Yes, one being the movement of the way up. This to me is telling it's releasing too many rewards too fast. Too many rewards too fast right here, and not enough to keep it steady. Do you see how it's kind of like it doesn't have any real linear lines to it? If you were to like chart this out, it's kind of like here in a sense. If you were to run these bottom lines right here, and instead it's really, really, really vertical, and it doesn't really match on a linear sense. So let's go back to Eternal. Just to give so now we're just understanding, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't take this by any means financial. I'm just showing you what I know, and it's entertainment, and this is for you guys. But look at the steady growth of how linear a good chart looks. Like, you can kind of see the baseline, and it's just cruising. It's literally just solid all the way across. And when you start to see that, that's good. And see how this is a lot more slow moving. This is the span of a month. This is a span of a month, right? On a 4-hour chart. Let's go back to that one real quick, because this is a 4-hour chart on 3 days or something, 4 days, a week. This is a 4-hour chart on a week. That was a month compared to a week. Yeah. And so that's how you know too, like right here is October 3rd. And then if we go to that's the 8th. So let's go 3 days later. So that's 3 days later. I mean, look at that skyrocket in 3 days right here. Wham! Like, you kind of already, like, to me, when I see that, it's either you ride the wave with just the coin and you trade out and you try to ride the top and you make a few bucks, because if you bought it down here, at a penny and it hit 21 cents what is that? Let's say you bought it at a penny on the 2nd, and then on the 10 days later, not even 10 days later, it was 20 cents. Think of that. That's a 2,000% markup. Yeah, and so I do that a lot. If I see that the game doesn't look interesting to me, I'll ride the coin. I'll invest in the coin and just watch it and pay attention to it. And usually I'll win. Just the coin alone, you can win hard. And so like you don't always have to invest in NFT gaming. You can invest in the token and just ride the token. Like, and from what I've seen, even on Eternal, like when I got into Eternal, this crypto mines game, guys, it cost me 1,400 of their coin. But if I would have not got into the game and just bought the coin and held it till now, I would have won a hell of a lot more than I'm winning right now on the passive income side. Like a lot more. Like no joke. Down here is when I bought in, and it at 1,400. And I just came out with a video about this, guys, but I want to show you real quick what would have happened if we just held the coin. 1,400 coins as of today is worth 75 grand. That's what I invested. It's mind blowing. So I bought in the NFTs. The NFTs cost me 1,400 of their coin here in September. And as of today, if I didn't buy those NFTs and just held the coin, it would be worth $75,000. Wow.
And you make a good point too. You talk about that, how when you do find a good NFT project that you like, to maybe just also set aside some of their money for a coin as well. Or you said sometimes you just go straight for the coin too.
Yep. And I kind of have a strategy, so I've learned. So this is Captain's strategy right here. If you're gonna get into NFT gaming, always double what you put in with the token. So let's say the NFT cost me 500 tokens. I'm gonna have 500 sitting in the token itself. So this is going to be passive. The NFT will be passive in the end. And then the coin there, it will double, triple, quadruple. So you'll get your money back and pay the NFT off as your investment. So that's right away. And then the token rises. So you end up with the NFT pretty much for free. That's how I see it. And from that's just what I've learned. So where your NFT's paid off, you've made money on it. Most of these coins you saw, like, guys, if there's anything that's going to take off more than anything, it's NFT gaming. Gaming is the biggest space out there. And the fact that, look at Illuvium. Illuvium itself do you know anything about Illuvium at all?
No, I do not. Oh
my God, Illuvium, guys. Illuvium is a game that is coming out, and let me show you their chart. It's at $1,000 right now per coin for a game. Illuvium, and they're not even launched yet, but look at this chart. This is Illuvium right here. And so they launched the token on April this year. It got all the way down to $34 right here in June. And as of today, you're at $1,000 a coin. The game is not even launched. The game is not launched.
Well, and I want to also bring up too the fact that you don't have to, these aren't necessarily meant for gamers. Like you don't have to be into gaming and buy these NFTs. Like, for example, the one you mentioned, you just click a button. And then also it's cool where even if it does depend on gaming, let's say you actually have to play a game, some of these have rent features where not everybody can afford a $2,000 NFT. So you can put your NFT up for rent, and people can, it's like a gym. I explained it to some people like a gym membership. Not everybody wants to spend $50,000 on gym equipment. So they'll just pay $100 a month to use the gym. And that's, the numbers are arbitrary, but yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Which is really cool. It adds to the utility of the NFTs, right?
It does. And it makes it more accessible too, because, some of these NFTs, man, are pretty expensive. Well, they for example, the CyberKongz game, like we can talk about that, where what's a CyberKongz NFT cost now?
Let's look it up. So so guys, just so you know, CyberKongz is a NFT line that launched. There was only 1,000 of them. And these gorillas, these Kongs, if you own one of the first ones, you get 10 banana tokens every day for 10 years. Look at this, 10 banana tokens for 10 days. or for every day for 10 years, just for owning this. This is beautiful, right? Passive income NFT. Well, then we start to look at what's Banana cost. Well, let's check it out. So their token Banana, dude, we're gonna look at what that costs. So Banana. So that was the token ID. If you guys don't know about token IDs and in smart contracts, you see right here, I'm highlighting Banana smart contract. This token wallet address, that is the ID for the token. And anytime you're gonna look at a token or want to invest in one, always make sure you're using the token ID, because there are a lot of scammers out there and you want to avoid that as hard as you can, because I've been scammed many times. And I've learned myself, so I'm just letting you guys know, use the token ID. But check this out, this is the Banana this is the Kongs, this is their token Banana. They launched in right there in August, right at August, and it was $6. At one point, this token hit $5. So that means that if you own, and right now it's sitting at $51. So if you owned one of these monkeys here, these Kongs, at one point you were making $1,000 a day. And if we look at what the price of those Kongs are, let's see if I can get to one. They're going for millions, guys, millions. It's unreal. Let's see. What are you, 169? Let's see if it'll load. Come on, Bubba.
169 ETH.
160, how about 444 Ethereum, guys? That is $1.8 million for an NFT right now that gives you passive income. Unbelievable, Kris. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. In months, guys, in months, that NFT that you could have put $1,000 on is now $1 million. Millions, millions.
People who pick these up on mint, meaning when they were created, probably paid, you know, who knows what, I don't know what they paid.
Oh, we can look, check it out. If you click into the Kong here, let's get back into him. We can go down to history. Right here. Oh, just minted. Nope, didn't tell him there. Usually you can see all the, I mean, you can, this one hasn't been sold yet, but you can see all of the prices that's been sold. So at least you can see one of the times the first one was sold, if we find one. But yeah, I'm sure it was just $500, maybe less, you know?
And you can play the game too that will also earn you bananas, right? Like, won't they? You can play the game too. And then there's like breeding, where there's breeding in NFTs where you can have a male and a female, and then it will make you a new NFT.
Right here, 4 months ago, found one, bro. 3.25 Ethereum this guy was sold for.
And ETH back then was probably what, like 3K or something like that?
Yeah, so let's say 10 grand. So this guy bought, look what he's selling it for. He bought it for 10 grand. He's almost selling it for $1 million.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Wow, that's a good day, man. I mean, be chilling on a boat real quick. Thanks, Gorilla. You bought me a boat.
And just for everyone listening to, you know, I do think that we are in the midst of it's not think. I know we are in the midst of a bull run right now. Like, you know, everything, projects that haven't been pumping forever are now all of a sudden pumping up. My thing is though, like, so go into this knowing that at any given time, anything could pull back and you could lose everything. You have to be cool with that. But my question for you, Brandon, is where do you kind of see this going? Like in the next, I mean, a year's a long time in the NFT space. So let's say like 6 months, like maybe like 6 months. Let's try that. Yeah.
Okay. In 6 months, there's going to be over 400 new games launched. There's going to be massive adoption. There's going to be massive cross-chain blockchain adoption happening. You know, what's happening is every blockchain is launching their own gaming platforms. Ethereum was number one, right into Polygon, or BSC, really, Binance. So it was Ethereum, Binance, and now you have Polygon, you got Cardano and Solana. Those are all blockchains that are coming out with gaming systems. So literally in 6 months, we're gonna see at least 400 new games pop up. 400 new NFTs, 1,000 new NFTs pop up. So to me, it's going to the moon, man. It's like there's so many ways to win right now, so many ways to win, and just being at the front line and being the first to be on it is where you win the most, but always doing your own research and making sure that it's something that's not finicky, because there is a lot of scams out there too, but there's a lot of vetting happening. You know, we all are becoming more experienced in understanding what the systems look like, what to look for, the things not to look for, you know, what are deterrents, how to give trust to things. I literally reach out to a lot of developers of games if I'm not trusting that it's going to work. just to get answers. Like, I want to hear from you, the devs, that things are legit, and I'm going to ask you so many tokenomics questions you better have answers for, because otherwise you're getting scammed.
I love it. And I think it's too, you bring up a good point where it's like, I mean, imagine going back in the 80s when like the Marios and the Sonics weren't around. Like the thing is that we're at this point where we don't know what the next, like the Nintendo isn't around now. Our and like big time actual like real life game developers are starting to step in the space too.
Yes, the Illuvium's the first one.
Yeah, and it's like okay, if they're coming into the space, imagine what's about to happen. So
are you ready? I'll throw one into your mind. Star Wars, where are you at? Marvel, where are you at? Disney, where are you at?
Yeah,
DC's just coming out.
Imagine investing in any of these companies back in the 80s or something. That's what I feel like. That's why I'm so jacked about it. And I'm spending time myself researching every single week. I researched like 6 hours last night, and I feel like it's like finding internet gold. There's gold out there. You just have to.
You're mining.
Yeah, you just have to dig it up. And it's and these YouTube channels like you, and Twitter's a good one, Discord, like Reddit, all of these sources to dig up this information. And it's a lot easier when you're working in numbers, when you have like a little network. Oh, hey, did you hear about this? Or did you hear about that? It's
yeah, I get a lot of feedback off my Discord, and so like to your audience, if anybody wants to join my Discord, there's going to be a link below, and I have a NFT line myself. It's called Flamingo Friends. This is the first one that I launched just to try something out, and I'm doing it where your utility is most important, so I got to give utility to it. That utility is you have access to me, and so if you pick up a Flamingo Friend, we are now friends, and you will be able to ask me any questions you can, and I will help answer them for you, because in the crypto space, it's very hard to get answers. There's not a lot of information out there, a lot is vague, and let me tell you, everybody has lost money in crypto by doing something funky. Send it. Oh, you know all about it too, huh, Kris?
That's how we met. I lost 16,000 VeChain, and I'm like combing the internet, and I come across your video, and I'm like, hey man, and just for your credit, you helped me out without anything at all, like asking for nothing. You just were like, hey, let me try and help you out. You spent time. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys, check out his Discord. I'll leave a link to those Flamingo Friends. I'll not only all your information as well, but those Flamingo Friends especially.
Yeah, they're like $40 too, guys. So it's nothing crazy. It's on the Polygon network. So, trying to make it easy. That's low gas fees. So it's, entry fees, not much. To spend $40 and have access to somebody that's pretty much your own IT guy in crypto, it's really cheap.
Yeah, it is. Hands down a deal. And then, where can people find you? I know that you mentioned you're on YouTube. Is that your main social media is YouTube?
Yeah, for whatever reason, dude, Instagram shut my account down last week. I don't know why. Literally, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, okay. Yeah, so right now it's Twitter and YouTube, and I'll show you, I'll give you all just a little egg in your basket here on how I research real quick. So like Twitter is a great way. I do find a lot of feedback there, but I find a lot of pump and dumps on Twitter. It's rare to find ones that aren't, but this is going to be a very, very cool thing for you guys to check out. So there is a launch pad called Pinksale.Finance, and Pinksale is how new cryptos get investors to invest into their crypto. And so on the left, I always go to leaderboard, and then as of this week, boom, this guy, you can see how much each one of these tokens has raised. And so literally I go through each week and I do research on each one. So like the greed token here, Vetter token, this one, guys, this one's gonna be a fire bombshell. Like we definitely am jumping in on this one. But yes, this is how I find some of these. So like for instance, we'll use Vetter because I like this token a lot. So I click into it, and then on the left you have the website. So this is kind of how I first start. and bam, I'm 100% in on this one, guys. So I'm showing you it because it's an AI, it's an Oracle AI. So Oracle, anything written with Oracle is a mathematically proven, adjusted AI type of tokenomics, and that's what I look for when I see Oracle involved in tokenomics. It's it's a gold mine because it's maintained, it's robust, it's AI maintained. So like this is going to be a complete system that is reinventing the crypto research game. It's vetting what coins are coming out, when they're coming out. It's going to have a calendar on it. And so I'm already in talks with the CEO on this one. We're going to jump in and do some videos together, some interviews together. So you guys are going to see a lot of content on this, because to me, this one is a skyrocket moonship. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I know. So like if you jump back to Pinksale here, you can always this is honestly how I find a lot of really good fresh tokens. Like, here we go, Optium, we'll walk through it one more. I'll click view pool here. And this is a secret, guys. So keep it to yourselves. I'm trying. So Odium Technologies here, bringing blockchain to travel and tourism. Pinksale, PancakeSwap. So usually what I do is I look right at the token. And how you do that is grab the token ID. The token ID is at the top in the URL usually, if you can see that. And then I'm gonna go back to PooCoin here, boop, and I'm gonna paste that token ID inside of here. So now we just saw, boom, let me get rid of this. So far, that's what that token looks like. So that token just launched. I mean, I'm on a 4-hour chart here. Let's see, 30 minutes. Yeah, look at that. So to me, and I'll show you guys something. This is how you audit this stuff. Okay, see this big green bar? That is the pool that we just saw on Pinksale. That is this. This is the Pinksale. The pool ended. They got 500 BNB in this pool. Now when we look at the chart, that was this right here. Here's your 500 BNB. And then it tells me everybody in this was very bearish, because they just took all the money right back, right? And now we're gonna see this is the beginning of it, and it should come back up. And so honestly, right now would be a decent time to get in if this project is something you believe in. Always go to the website, always do your own research, but like on aesthetics, they put a lot of time into this, and it shows the team's faces are there. And I'm walking you guys through how I do a quick audit. Like this is kind of a quick audit on, what I look for, and then how I read a tokenomics chart. And this star right here, this is a good indicator. It's going to cruise. So yeah, ta-da.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, that's thanks for sharing that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. And yeah, thanks a lot for coming on, man. I appreciate it. I learned a lot, and hopefully just, get some people just start researching NFT and get in there and just, maybe start researching a little bit, and you'll be really surprised, I think, with what you find.
Yes, totally. And if you have questions about it, hit me up. I'm available to all you guys. Hit me up on YouTube, and then get in my Discord. And that's really how you can get a hold of me, is Discord. And pick a little flamingo friend. I'll hook you guys up too. We'll say what's up.
Exactly. Yeah, guys, check him out. Links in the description below. Check out his information. Tons of valuable NFT content, crypto content in general. So thanks a lot, Brandon. Thanks a lot for coming on, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. And we'll stay in touch, and I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out.